FightHype.com here with the great Al Mitchell, one of the great coaches in our sport. Al, first of all, what brings you out to the Teofimo fight week?
Well, Coach K got me out here. He sends Troy after each fight with me for 4 or 5 weeks.
Okay.
Then he brings him here to get the sparring and everything. Then I work the corner with Coach K. Troy Isaac is his athlete, his boxer and everything.
Would you say he's the best Isley since the Isley brothers?
I always ask them if they related, because the Isleys, I seen them way back,
Right. Great music.
And they one of my favorite groups, So he think he's a cousin, But he can't sing.
But if he can fight as good as they sing and play guitar, he's
then he's in a good shape.
more than that. But Coach Al, fight I'm so excited for. Mikaela Mayer, your champion, against Alycia Baumgardner for all the marbles. What's your thoughts on this fight, man, as we're about a month away?
First, it's a great card because it's all women, and Carissa at the top of it, and then Michaela and Alicia is the semi-winner. It's a great card, some great matches on it. 2 good athletes, 2 champs. I believe Michaela is the better boxer. I think Alicia, she's going to throw bombs and punches. I think it's just going to be a good fight. It's a good fight for the fans. I think it's going to be a real good fight. And Michaela, last 4 or 5 fights, she been in some tough fights, and she showed me she can handle it.
Michaela, lately we've been seeing her, put the pressure on and walk these girls down. She's so big at 130. But how do you go about that, being careful and not walking into that right hand that Baumgardner loves?
Well, we have to box, and Michaela got hit with a couple of right hands before in other fights, and she's durable, but we've been working on her defense, and it's going to be a good fight. And the thing about Michaela, she trains hard, she stays in tip-top shape, and she listens to her corner.
And Michaela, she said, because these girls have been going back and forth, it's been great. She said, Baumgardner doesn't have another gear. Do you think that pace that Michaela can set, like we saw against Hamadou Shea, that's going to overwhelm Baumgardner?
Each bout, each competition, we fight different. If you look at Michaela, last 4 or 5 fights, all of them been different styles. Hamadou, we pressure. The African young lady, we box on the outside. The last bout, we was in and out. So Michaela rises to the competition. She listens good. I think it's going to be a great bout for women.
What have you thought of the trash talk? It's been pretty good.
Listen, one thing I learned, the women is meaner than the men. The way they trash talk each other, and I'm not an internet person. So I look on the internet and the stuff they say, I have to laugh, And every time I look, somebody call me and say, Coach, look what she say, look what the Alicia say, But it's great for the sport of boxing, And everybody is hooked up on it. And I heard the place may already be sold out. So that's good for boxing, especially for the women. I think this is going to be a great card.
I know, of course, you believe you have the better fighter, but is Alicia the more athletic fighter?
I don't think she's the more athletic. She might be the stronger puncher, but I think Michaela the better boxer. So we'll see that night. May the best person win, and I hope it be my girl.
And the better boxer doesn't always mean someone who's moving back, right?
Right.
You could be
Well, if you look at Michaela's last 4 fights, she boxed in, she boxed toe-to-toe, she boxed on the outside, she boxed going to the left, and she boxed going to the right.
I like how you said boxing going toe-to-toe. There's a difference between just going toe-to-toe and boxing toe-to-toe, right?
Right.
That's probably what we see in the fight, a lot of that.
Right.
And then what do you think of the main event? Who you got? You think, it looks like Savannah Marshall is almost trying to fight like that Tyson Fury style. How do you think that plays out?
I think she got some on her hands with Shields. Shields is very aggressive. She can punch, and she go put her tail on the line. I think that the young lady going to have a hard night.
Is Shields' hand speed, man or woman, some of the best you've seen, just hand speed?
Well, it's the combinations. It's the punch power. That would make her different. And she ain't scared to put her tail on the line. She go step to that young lady.
Because they're thinking she's the puncher, so Clarissa's going to box.
Yeah, and Carissa got better and better and better. She ain't the same amateur when she lost to her. She gonna be very aggressive, and she gonna be punching. The girl got hell coming at her. She just don't know it.
Were you at their fight way back when they
No,
fought
not
there?
at that, but I was with her a couple of times in Olympic trials and when she went in the Olympic Games. I was with her.
And lastly, Coach Al, the fight the world wants to see, Crawford and Spence. Who do you give the edge to if we get that fight?
I hate picking. I love them both. I love
Right.
both of their coaches.
Right.
One got a disciplined style. The other one can change up at the minute. It's a great fight. I haven't paid for pay-per-view in about 10 years, but for that fight, I'll pay for it, and I'll get me a bottle of wine. I haven't drank wine in 10 years, and just sit back and enjoy it. And the reason why, both of their coaches is good friends of mine. Both of the athletes is good friends of mine. So I just sit back and enjoy it.
You mentioned one guy's more, like almost textbook, and the other guy changes it up. Floyd Mayweather, he used to talk about how the guy who can make adjustments, he's got an edge there. Do you see that? Is that the case in that fight, or?
In some bouts, but this is one bout that one made the championship with his style, the other one made the championship with his style. I think it's going to be a great fight. I just hope, excuse me, I just hope that this Halloween I'll be 79. I just hope they don't wait till I'm 81 or 82 or 83. I'm hoping to go on now or this year or next year so I can see it, get a bottle of wine, and sit back and enjoy it.
And Coach Al, do you have any memories of either one of them as young men coming through the amateurs when you saw them? Anything that sticks out, like, yeah.
I seen Crawford when he was 15. I think it was the Junior Olympics down Kansas, sort of thing. And he was great then. I even tried to get him in the program at NMU to come there. And I seen the potential in him. The other kid, he fought one of my kids, Chris
Spence.
Pearson. Spence fought him at a show. And my kid lost by a decision. But it was one of the best fights of the night. And he impressed me then, him and his coach. So I know him, and I know them both well. And I know their coaches well. Both of them got good coaches, both of them got good athletes, and both of them love to be undefeated. If they meet, somebody got to lose. That's when I want to sit down and watch.
I'm with you, Coach Al. Thank you so much for your time. Great talking with you.
No problem at all. Thanks.